Beautiful Libra, welcome. I'm doing a stone circle reading. I do collect rocks and I decided I would create a beautiful space for the spread tonight. I am sort of doing this reading in line with the eclipse that we're going to have in the Taurus Scorpio axis on Tuesday, so in 2 days time, so on November 8th. But I leave you the flexibility and the freedom of deciding if this is really the energy that you wish to associate with whatever comes out tonight. Somewhat it should show because the energy is very present, even if we're not yet exactly on the eclipse per se. And you probably are well aware that it could play out even afterwards, many months afterwards, right? The events and circumstances don't always occur on the day per se. So this energy should permeate somewhat the reading in general and most likely manifest somehow in your life. So let's start with an oracle card. And look at what is being shown or hidden from you. I prefer pop-outs and I would really like just one card. This is incredible. I just started this series. You're the third sign and Capricorn had the same card, prayer. So it's pretty rare. I mean, you see there's quite a few cards in this deck. So prayer for me, right off the bat, I want to encourage you maybe to open a dialogue with Source if you haven't done so. Maybe do so specifically in line with the eclipse. Some people think it's not a good idea. It's really up to you. I don't know how you perceive eclipses to be. I would recommend, if you are a little bit versed in astrology, look at your natal chart, look if it does create harder or softer aspects to your own placements. You could probably decide to, how can I say, maybe tweak your prayers according to what you see there. Let me put it that way. Let's draw the tarot. And not just your prayer, maybe even base your actions related to what you are praying for in your life, right? And correlate that with what you see is happening with the transits, so the eclipse occurring. That'll be significant for sure. 2 cards. I'm going to draw more, but the first 2 cards are the Ten of Swords and the Seven of Cups. So I'm laughing because I'm thinking, okay, something harsh has happened to you, might happen to you with the eclipse, right? I guess you would feel some form, of course, of ending. Yet you have a lot of choices in front of you. It could be that one of the choices is to end something. So we're going to look at more cards to really determine which angle to look at this ending, like with which lens. Queen of Swords in reverse. So Libra, this is an air sign card, so it could be you. It most likely is you. Nine of Wands in reverse. I'm hearing you're pissed off. if not pissed off, you know, you probably got the, I'm gonna not say the words because this is YouTube, but the most unpleasant side of the stick, right? You got the, you got served the most difficult situation, basically. Um, and I think, yes, you found it difficult. Yes, it has created a lot of defensiveness. You feel betrayed. You feel wounded. It's something that has affected you. But what really stands out for me, and I don't want to dwell on what might have happened and just how hurtful and painful it is and was or will be, you're having to make a choice here. I'm really sensing that this is in line with something you're hoping for, like you're praying for new options, new avenues. You have a choice of how you wish to see things. The Queen being in reverse, she could be, if she decides to, she could stay in a very, she could easily sort of keep negative and keep a negative outlook on the situation, but also it might eventually taint, you know, how she walks into new avenues, new options, newness, anything new that would follow this painful ending. The Nine of Wands is in reverse, so it does show a little bit of, I guess, almost hopeful. What's hopeful, it's not pure hope here. This is not a card of hope at all. But what's hopeful is that you can surmount, overcome feeling less than, probably overcome negativity at large and not necessarily stay stuck. But the Queen is in reverse. Let's dig deeper. I wish the cards to show us more what the new options will be, not so much to dwell on the past here of what has ended. If it's ended, let it be ended. Let's have the cards show us the Emperor in reverse. I'm gonna get some more. Queen of Pentacles. That's beautiful energy, especially here. All the yellow, it's gorgeous. It's like a, you know, the flame, the yellow of the flames. Yellow, gold. Let's see what else. What else besides two people here, in the sense that this is probably you. I know that, you know, you're an air sign. We see you here. But the Queen of Pentacles could be you as well. Queen of Wands. Okay, I'm trying to get some clarifying options, but actually I should say this is dead on because, or spot on, because options could be a multitude of people here for you, Libra. And that's really interesting and funny. Oh, this card wants to come out. The Eight of Swords in reverse. That's good. You're not going to stay in your negativity. It's in line with what I was saying prior. Okay, it's beautiful. The options are... okay, so 3 queens, that's significant. What I really love is that the 2 last queens, in terms of your new outlook and what's coming for, like, what's coming for you is positive. Even more so because you're not in denial anymore. And you know very well that you can move on in serenity and feel grounded and passionate with these 2 queens, grounded with the Queen of Pentacles, passionate with the Queen of Wands, creative as well, stable. So creative with the Queen of Wands, stable with the Queen of Pentacles. The Emperor is falling under the Ten of Swords. So maybe that's the severance, that maybe that's that's the option that you're severing from. So I would sense someone that had authority over you, or if not direct authority, like let's say a boss or a parent or some form of maybe business relationship, or even just a partner, just maybe a little bit overbearing partner, whichever resonates for you. Because it's the Emperor and because you're severing, the Emperor's upright or reversed, even more so in reverse, is quite controlling. Sometimes not, it's not sometimes very obvious when it's in reverse. It's more obvious when it's upright, and yet when it's upright, it's a healthy form of control, right? It's something that helps structure your life. It's a good influence, right? Like a mentor or good advice, good experience, good environment, etc. In reverse, it's a different kind of energy. So there's a liberation from this form of control. It might have been, like I said, not necessarily super, like a huge pressure on you, or, you know, it might have been more subtle than you think, or than some people might interpret on the Emperor. Like some people might just say, okay, controlling, but I'm sensing this to be somewhat subtle, yet still controlling. But you're liberating yourself from that. The Eight of Swords is showing me that you're not in your head about it anymore, though you were in the past. It affected you greatly. You were hurt. You were hurt. You were maybe betrayed by this person. Whatever. Betrayed is a strong word. So something might have happened, right? And it was hurtful enough. If you want to use the word betrayal, it's up to you. But something didn't go, how can I say? I don't want to say didn't go right, but I'm thinking about betrayal because I'm trying to give you other words or give you examples. For what I'm feeling. It feels like, because there's 10 swords, the betrayal is usually because they're planted in your back. So things you didn't see coming, things that were done without you really knowing. Um, so you might experience that as betrayal if you want to go there, but it could just be that those were all the painful instances of what you've experienced within that context or that relationship. So just to make it more relative, like to give it a bit more yeah, to make it relative to each and every one of you. Meaning relative to your own experience, right? I'm gonna draw one more card here. I would like to see, besides having options of, you could be meeting, so not gender specific, there might be two new people walking into your life that are positive influences. It could just be because the Seven of Cups here was more of a choice for me, not just options in terms of partners or lovers and etc. It was making a choice of, you know, overcoming this feeling of being hurt, etc., etc. But by choice, right? Something that is a decision. So you could apply the same thing here, making a decision. But let's see what where this decision takes you, basically. There's a big pile. I won't take it. But the fool showed his face, right? The fool here. I think it's about leaping. It could be that option-wise, it's about not fearing, right? Because the fool doesn't fear the void. He doesn't fear taking the next step, going towards new things, trying out new things. We have the star, it's in reverse, but nonetheless. So although you're not maybe stuck in negativity, or at least not feeling trapped in your mind about either going over and over in your mind about what happened and how, how it happened, etc. You're choosing positivity. I know the star is in reverse, but it's still positive, or positivity in general. And for me, the real strength are these two queens. I think there's great how can I put this? This is like saying I'm seeing these as tools. I'm seeing these as so I said tools, but now I want to say allies. And we have three queens, and there's three candles here on the prayer. So there's something about having maybe literal people, could be allies. With the star, it could be like spirit guides, angels, even if it's in reverse. I still think it's possible because these two queens are upright. These people will help you heal. They will help you keep a positive outlook on life. They will want to say help you. Maybe help you financially, or at least in terms of resources, or helping you out, like if you need, I don't know, to stay one night in someone's home, or I mean, I could give examples, but it could be endless. Just lending a hand. And the Queen of Wands, for me, is more inner resources here, because it really ties into what you feel passionate about, what you love doing, what you create. So what you're able to create that's new, that is different, that is taking you forward, moving you, towards something more bright, But it's beautiful. You really have two allies. And I'm wondering if you were here, I would ask you, are you able to know, are you able to name them? Are these people? How do you feel that, I wonder if it really resonates, and if you would be able to tell me how. I would love to hear that. I mean, you could always comment, of course. I would like that, actually. That's too many. Let me... Okay, hold on. I shouldn't have done that, because the first two cards that fell might have been the right ones, and then the other ones fell after. Okay, I'm sorry. My bad for putting them back. There might have been something there. Sorry about that. I know Spirit will give you a beautiful wisdom card anyway. Maybe more than one. You know what I'm tempted to do? Let me pull one on each queen. Let me see what your allies, each one of them, what kind of message would they like to bring to you? Okay, so let me just put this one here and get another one. Almost as if they're talking to you. Directly, right? Okay, these didn't turn, so hold on. Sorry for the wait. I really shouldn't have put those cards back, but I can't change what I did. Okay, so we have sacred lakes and secret gnomes. So both of them are secret, which is interesting. It could tie in with, oh, that's so funny. One is sacred, one is secret, and I just said they're both secret. But either way, sacred and secret, the star is here. So there's a form of, maybe that's why the star is in reverse. There's something about maybe being helped without even you realizing, without even you knowing. So it could be that these two queens are not people. So you're being aided, by the invisible instead. So let's read. Sacred Lakes says, rest becomes welcome after a day of work and dedication. The Welsh waters of Mount Snowdon anoint you with purification. So whether it's the Queen of Pentacles or the Queen of Wands here, I believe that, it's one of them. Let me read the other one. Maybe I'll be able to put the right message with the right queen, if I haven't already. Secret gnomes. Deep in the Welsh forests, gnomes peek out from the groves of their secret space. They cheer gleefully while you walk with determined, passionate pace. So okay, interestingly enough, I think the wisdom cards are on the right queens, because this one is after a day of work and dedication. That's very pentacle-like. And here it says, you walk with determined, passionate pace, and that's really wand-like. So fire and earth. So I'm really pleased, very, very happy for you to see that you have friends up there or in real life inspiring you, helping you. They're really your allies. But maybe your strongest ally is prayer. Also, decision making when it comes to turning your back to negativity and the past experiences, and not even like being sour about it, just like moving on. Leaving this place of, feeling trapped in those, either the memories or the, dwelling on what happened, how it happened, like I mentioned before. And simply walking out, the Nine of Wands is in reverse, so walking out not jaded, without really carrying any more of the pain and the wounds and that this past experiences left you with. No, because you're not left with it anymore. That you just encountered, went through. But let's focus again. Prayer, your allies, your decision-making ability, and ultimately feeling liberated, moving forward. The Fool did come out. Remember, you can step forward with confidence. Beautiful. Thank you, Libra. Thank you for being here and watching all the way through. Do like, share, and subscribe. That shows me your appreciation, and that's always a good thing. I do these readings for you. Take good care. I'll see you soon. Bye.